was a concert held in Ivano-Frankivsk by PIWC Ministries around November.
So right here in the studio, we have Nonso from Sogis Ivano and Aram from PIWC. You're welcome to our studios today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you guys.
Thank you.
I like your smile. I like your hair. You look good.
Thank you.
So over to you, Aram. I'm sorry about the pronunciation. Please, can you say the name again?
I'm Aram.
Aram.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was the whole experience for you, considering the fact that you were the host for Zama?
Okay, it was a learning experience for me.
Okay.
Putting together a concert like that was a learning experience for me. It taught me more about music, and it taught me how to work with different people to get the best, basically. Yes.
All right. So from the outcome of the program, it seems that you guys dedicated a lot and put a lot into, from the outfit, you guys, the energy too was good. So how was the process? Take us through the process of the practice.
Okay, so choir practice for Zama begins actually in September, late September.
Wow.
So we start practicing in September, but before then, a lot of planning goes into place. So the executives meet and we decide on very, very important issues concerning, so that as soon as choir practice starts, everything else has been taken care of.
So from September, everybody has his role. Everybody knows the role is playing.
Yes, please. From September, everyone knows what they are doing with regards to the music. Meanwhile, there's a group of very hardworking people behind the scenes that take care of logistics, take care of where we're going to hold it, what we need, lights, camera, and other things like that. Yes.
That's good.
All right, Nonso, can you tell us a bit about your music background?
Okay. Music background.
Yeah.
First of all, I have to say when I started music, it's been a long time doing music. First of all, there was no music at first. There were other things that I couldn't do that I see others doing. So I had to find a place to say, okay, this is my place, this is what I want to do. And I want to thank my mom, because she's the one who actually, prophetically I will put, got me a toy keyboard, which I didn't know wasn't relevant to me at that particular time. But as we got older, as I began to delve into different things, I began to find purpose in music. I began to find what to do. I began to notice my relevance in music. Also surrounded by my brothers and also my sister. Most of us, my parents, they encourage, go to church, you must be in this place, you must sing. The day you don't sing, they will come and shout at you and tell you, why didn't you sing, and the rest. So it became like a challenge to me. So I think that's where I fit in.
So do you sing as well?
Yeah, I sing. I play instruments. What else in music? Most of the instruments I do, but I started as a drummer. I first started as a drummer, and then I migrated to keyboard. And with the grace of God, I had to learn others.
Okay. Onyoma. Okay, so tell us that song. Tell us what does it mean, and what does it mean, and from where did you get the inspiration from?
That song has been somehow, where you release a song and then your name changes from Nonso to Onyoma.
I know, right?
And I wasn't referring to myself as Onyoma, but we only have one person who is good, and that's God. So this song is actually to God for how good and how faithful He has been in my life.
So Onyoma means the goodness of God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good God.
Good God.
Yeah.
Okay. Good God.
So Oyoma is from your tribe.
Yes.
So can you tell us where are you from?
I'm from Anambra State, Igbo. Okay. So Oyoma in my side, it means like good God. But if you're referring to a person, it means like a good person. So the song was built out of thankful heart. Thanking God for everything He has done, how good He has been to my life and my family. that was it.
Wow. So over to you, Aram. You know, your choice of song during Zama was. I don't- who came up with it?
Wow, no single person comes up with the choice of songs. It's usually as a result of everyone's best contribution. And then we sit down, and when everyone brings in their ideas, things flow much easily and things are so much better. So when everyone brings in their ideas, and then together as a body we decide that, oh, these are the songs that we want to do for this and this. This is the atmosphere we're looking for, and God is so gracious. And
So who was behind those outfits?
oh, it's one wonderful lady, part of the executives, and she's called Ikea. She had the idea of what to do.
So, you know, apart from making new friends, what else do you do, you know, at your leisure time?
I hang out with my friends, you know, and spend more time with people, you know, because when you spend more time with people, you get to know, you know. There's no, I don't believe social, when you mean social, you hang around real people, not social media, but, you know, with your phone and the rest. So my kind of social is, you know, I'll call a friend, you know, are you down, are you ready? Let's go, we'll book a date, maybe we'll go and we'll have fun. And that's it.
Yeah, after this interview now, Steph, you are ready. You can take us out.
No problem.
Okay, so we want to know, do you have any, like, a new project coming up? Like a new single?
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay, what should the viewers expect?
Fire.
They should expect fire.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I just believe this song is not the usual, it's not a slow song, okay?
Okay,
It's gonna be a praise kind of, you know, fast beat.
okay.
We'll be cooking it up with the spirit, you know. And also, it's not only because you have a song, you know, you sing and you release it. There are so many things entailed in doing a song, a perfect song, actually. You know, you don't see an artist just come and draw something and drop it. We know it's to God, but you have to learn how to think about the larger audience also. So we expect that.
So we should get our dancing shoe ready.
Yes.
Okay, Aram, tell us, do you guys have any plans on releasing any single, like together as a choir?
Together as a choir. I believe it should be in the pipeline, but at the moment, no, we don't have any plans. But I'm very sure that in the future, you might hear from us.
Okay, what about Zama 2018?
Zama 2018. You know, it takes a while. We have a whole year before then, and so many things can happen before then. So just be expectant, and I believe that God will do His work.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
God will do His work.
Oh, so viewers, that was Aram from PIWC and also from Sogis Ivano. And trust me, we've learnt a lot from them. And I hope you have too.
Hi, with me here is Richmond Quadison, one of the organizers of Zama that took place last year. Richmond, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm also very glad to be here.
All right, so talking about Zama, you know, Zama was so fantastic. I had a great time. You know, everything was so on point. How did you guys come about all the, you know, spicing up? And
Okay, before I proceed, I would like to make a correction. I was part of an organizing committee that was behind Zama. It all happened last year when a group of people were chosen to bring ideas. These people were chosen to represent the whole choir, as the choir as a whole, in organizing Zama. So we met somewhere around June. That was our first meeting where ideas were shared concerning how Zama would be a success. You know, we had Zama the previous year, and it was mind blowing. So
That's right.
we had to step up and not step down. So it had to be ideas which will build on our previous Zama. So it happened. We met the first time, ideas were shared. And you know, the ideas that were coming on board, to think of it, we didn't know how possible it was going to be. But by God's grace, everything was manifested. And actual preparation or organization began when some went home and then came back, as during summer. That was when we really started organizing Zama.
Okay, so talking about your dressing on that day, you know, it was so on point, the black, and the white shoe, the silverware. You know, who came about that special dread? Because from seeing it's like you guys have a special fashion design or something. How did you guys do it?
Okay, there was actually a brain behind that.
Oh, I knew it.
I'm saying it's a committee. We have I should say, lack of better word, offices in the committee. I was in charge of the venue and also in charge of talking to cameramen and also people who will take pictures for us. There were other people who were in charge of protocol, others were in charge of sound and then lighting on the stage. And then the brain behind the fashion or our dress code. Yeah, the dress code was, her name is a she. Her name is Sister Nanekia. Or let me say Nanekia. Just take off the sister. Nanekia. She was the brain behind it. But then not her alone. She had people she was working with. Yeah, not to mention all names. They were behind the dress code. And honestly, they blew our mind. My mind was blown because when I saw the dress code on that day, before Zama, I didn't really see how beautiful it was going to be, but on stage, I really saw the beauty. Yeah.
That's nice. So, what are some of the challenges that you faced?
Okay. Actually, we faced challenges concerning choice of songs. Let me start from the first time we met as an organizing committee. You know, we had to talk about the venue. We had to talk about finances because this time around we believed we had to take it to a next level. So it means we had to pump in more money. Thinking of how we would get all that money was a big challenge. And then also the venue, I said earlier, we had to also think of, if it's a big program, then you think of what goes into it in terms of equipment. So if equipment, then videoing, the cameraman, you have to call upon the people who will help you with sound. And this time around, we didn't want to, the previous Zama, it was kind of 50-50, 50 hiring, 50 from our church, like in terms of instruments. But this time around, we wanted to go in all out with the hiring. So it was a big challenge. If you want to hire instruments for such a program, then you're ready to pay. So these were some of the challenges we had to face. And it's all boiled down to we praying into it and asking God to lead us, because this is our plan. It's a big plan, but we didn't know how to go about everything. So we had to pray. And then through the prayers, God started directing us, where to go. That was how.
So you say that Zama was successful because of unity.
Yeah.
And division of labor. That's good. So what is your advice? We have viewers out there who are planning to organize something. You want to be an inspiration to them. So what will you tell them? What is your advice to them?
Okay, my advice to viewers out there is think big. Think big first of all. And after thinking big, you have to be a go-getter. You don't think big and then you be mediocre. concerning your thinking. God is behind your thinking. And you know, the Bible says, many are the plans in a man's heart, but the counsel of the Lord shall stand. And if it's a good plan in your heart, the counsel of the Lord will bring it to pass. That is what I believe. So, as part of the planning committee for Zama, we thought big, and we prayed into our thinking big, and God made it happen. All I will say is, it wasn't from us. One advice I will also give to viewers out there is, pray after thinking big. Seek the face of God, and He will direct your path. Yeah.
Wow, that was great. Thank you very much, Richmond. I really had a great time with you.
Thank you. Too.
So viewers, that was Richmond Codison from PIWC, one of the organizers of Summer. Thank you for watching. So Aram, tell us, what are some of the challenges that you faced during the organization of the program?
Okay, challenges. Wow. Okay, first of all, I would say that the most glaring challenge was finances, putting together the funds and the right, where to put what, basically.
Okay.
Sometimes even when you have the money, if you don't put the funds in the right place, you might end up messing up, So that was the first one. It wasn't exactly much of a challenge. God was so gracious to us. God was so gracious to us. He helped us get the money that we needed, and He gave us the wisdom to put things right, such that we're able to put in the right funds for the right things, and in the end. Another one I won't also call it a challenge, but okay, yes, it can be called a challenge. Preparation. Preparation is always difficult. Preparing the choir and also planning the program, it's not easy, so you are here and then you are there. But with the right people backing you up, I believe that with God and these kind of people, everything is possible. Like, for instance, our costumes, someone else was handling it, someone else is also handling video. Everyone is handling something different.
So it was like division of labor.
Yes, and because there's no way, one person can't do everything. One person can't do everything. So when it happens like that, it minimizes the challenges that you can have when they are like-minded, because you can have a team and everyone is just. So preparation, yes, it's difficult, but I won't also say it was a challenge, because it was. We sailed through. Actually, this time around, we really sailed through. That God was very, very gracious to us.
So you said you overcame it.
Yes.
You said God was the supreme. He helped you, and then because of teamwork, and then because of the people you had who were doing
definitely,
wow.
Definitely.
Oh, that's good. We've learned something, right, Steph? So tell me, just describe music in your own words.
In my own words, music, I always say, is art. I believe that music is art. We express ourselves to God and to people in different ways, It's the way we talk. Some people are good at drawing, other people are good at communicating through speech. So for me, it's a way of communicating, and it's beautiful. That's why I say it's art. It's like a painting. So it's the way that someone conveys their ideas to someone else. So right now we are Christians, and God has blessed us with the gift of music. So our best way that we can communicate with Him is through song. And you have to create something beautiful for Him to love all over it. And that is what music is to me. It's just my way of communicating to God. And the more beautiful it is, the better my communication. So music is art, basically.
So what will you do if you wake up one day, and you don't have a voice again for singing?
Wow. If I don't have a voice again for singing, I would listen to music.
Okay, no. What will you fall back on? What will you do apart from music if today you don't have voice for singing?
Wow. If I have no music at all, and I
No.
can't listen, I can't do anything.
No, you can listen.
Yes.
But you said it's a means of communication.
Yes.
So I want to know, if there's no music, you don't have a voice to sing, what will you do? How will you communicate?
I guess I'll end up writing.
Will you
I'll write and I'll get someone else to sing for
Writing
me.
lyrics.
Yes, writing lyrics. I'll let someone sing, because I believe that God is not so wicked. You know, if some people can write and some people can sing and then they can write. So if I wake up and I realize that I can't do the things that I used to do for music, I believe that God will bless me with a gift of writing, and I'll be able to write and at least get someone else to sing, to see that, like, to show the music, and it will still be my message to God. The fact that it's not my face doesn't mean that it's not my message to
Wow.
God.
I love the way you answered that question. You know, I was expecting something else, like maybe I'll do you're a medical student, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I thought you were going to say something like, I'm just going to go into medicine, but that's
You
very
know,
intelligent.
I don't take music like a career, you know. So once it's my best expression to God. So medicine doesn't cut it.
But you have a passion for medicine.
Oh,
too.
definitely. You know, when you pick a career choice like medicine, and then you follow it to the latter, and then you also have something that holds you, something that cushions you, and something that gives you a direct contact with your maker. It makes you a wholesome being. Makes you a wholesome being.
That's right. This, you know, brings me to something. I think viewers, from what she just said right now, I'm inspired to, you know, don't stick to just career. I just want to be a medical doctor. I want to be an engineer. Do something, you know, explore your talent. Just surprise yourself. You might not know what will happen next.
Yeah.
No, so tell us a little bit about your social life.
Social life.
Yeah.
It's no longer music. It's social life.
It's like you're always on keys, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But you have a social life, don't you?
Yeah, I have a social life.
Tell us more.
You know, maybe most people, when you see me, you say, it's all about music, you know. But I believe there are so many things about me than music. I love to, like, you know, just stay around people and learn one or two things, you know. I can't say I'm someone who likes traveling, you know.
You don't like traveling?
No, not that much. I'm not that kind of person, but what I can assure you is I can be with people, you know, try to talk to people. There's no place, if I'm there, you will know I'm there. If I'm not there, you will know someone is not there. So I like meeting people, making new friends, you know. Yeah, trying out new things, you know, new art and various things. Yeah.
So with Steph, you said you love to talk to people.
Yeah.
Now, let's forget people, forget singing. When you are, like, today is your day off, you're at home, you are just lying down. What do you do? Like, don't tell me practice or maybe play on your keyboard. Something different. What do you do? Do you watch movies? Do you go and see friends?
I would rather choose to go out, you know, with friends, you know, maybe go and swim,
Okay. And eat?
you know. I'm very good. I play table tennis very
Are you
well.
serious?
Yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah.
I wish I can too. I can't do anything actually. Maybe I can just, you know, I used to run back in this.
Happiness is something you don't want to miss. So stay with us because we are going all the way to 10 Appeal.